broker. Excuse me, $5. They stocked them up for free.
Organic, that's canola oil. Organic cane sugar, liquid syrup, all that kind of flavors. We don't get natural flavors. We don't get that. That's a no-no. That's MSG.
Natural flavors?
MSG.
He knows. Hi, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited about YouTube. I've been wanting to do it for so long now. Built up the courage to finally get on camera. I'm so excited, and I hope you are too for this recipe. I actually made it up one night, like on a whim, and it turned out delicious. Also asked on my Instagram what video you guys wanted to see first, and this is the one that won. So yeah, I hope you can tag along with me, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family, anybody that's kind of on a healing journey and wants to clean up their diet as well. It's super clean, plant-based. There's no vinegar or gluten, there's no soy, there's no butter, there's no eggs, there's no oil, there's nothing bad in any of this. These recipes will all be very clean. So yeah, let's get started. All right, to start with the potato pita wraps or tortillas, whatever you want to call them, we're going to start with 3 to 5 steamed potatoes. These have been cooled a little bit. These are gold potatoes, but russet potatoes I would say works better. I haven't tried this recipe with gold potatoes, so I'm hoping that it comes out for this video. Another thing, cassava flour, make sure it's gluten-free. And any spices you want. I'm going to use oregano, paprika, and some Egyptian basil, but you can use whatever you want. Italian seasoning would probably be good in this recipe. And then of course for the sauce we're going to need chestnut and some herbs and garlic and stuff for that. So yeah, this is what you'll need. First off, we're going to start by mashing the potatoes. Get them really smooth. For the cassava flour, it's just going to depend on how many potatoes you're using. And I'm going to snack on some of this potato. But yeah, I'm going to start with 1 cup, and then you'll probably need more. So we're just going to keep adding cassava flour until the dough is not sticky, but we don't want it to be like sticking to our hands. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. So I'm going to add oregano, and then I'm going to add paprika. Whatever seasonings you're using, make sure they're not made in a facility where there's been gluten, soy, eggs, fish, whatever. Use as much as you like. There's no like exact measurement. I like to eyeball on all my recipes too, so paprika, I'm gonna do a little bit more. And then some Egyptian basil. It smells more like a Mediterranean basil, honestly. Just gonna mix that together carefully. Okay, I'm going to take off my bracelet because I know it's going to get caught in there. And you just want to knead it until it's not sticking to your hands. I'm going to place some flour, some cassava flour on my what is this called? Cutting board. And pour it on there. All right, so I think with gold potatoes, it's a little harder to get it like smooth and not cracky, but I almost used this whole bag of cassava flour, and this was a new bag, so I probably have like a cup left in here. So I would suggest probably starting with a cup and a half or even 2 cups if you're using 5 potatoes like I did. So yeah, like it just keeps falling, cracking, and I've added a lot, and I've never made it with gold potatoes like I said, so this is interesting. The difference between russet and gold potatoes is interesting. You think it wouldn't be that much of a difference, but in recipes it really does make a difference. Okay, so here's my potato dough. So I got my ceramic baking tray over here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and this might be a small one. We'll see. Okay, then you want to get your hands and this coated in more cassava flour. Put this in cassava flour as well. I would use parchment paper for this, but I don't have any at the moment. It just takes a little bit to get it even, but this is about the thickness that you want it. It's like a thick, to me it reminds me of like a thick Mexican tortilla, like homemade, but yeah, that's the thickness. And I'm going to make 2. These would also be really good for pizza crust. This is probably the size, like personal pizza. This would be like the perfect size. I didn't think it was going to be this big and this thick. So this recipe could probably make 5 maybe. Just depends on how big you want them and how thick. Personally, I like mine like on the thicker side because I feel like it, I don't know, it's more hearty. And then the next step, do not forget this step. I'm going to poke holes. I'm going to do them on the back side. Still going to do a couple on this side. Alright, I'm going to throw these in the oven at 435 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, check on them, see what they need.
Why is it spicy?
Okay, so now we're gonna make the chestnut sauce, and these are the chestnuts I get. I actually get mine from the grocery store Kroger. I don't know if that's near you or at all, but that's where I get them, or otherwise you can order them on Amazon.
Hey! Don't eat the Christmas tree. Get out of there.
It's actually a better deal on Amazon though. I believe these in store were about $5, and on Amazon they are $15 for I believe 4 packs. So that's where I would get them next time. So I'm gonna grab my mini food processor. This one's pretty cool. It's an Oster one, and it has like an immersion blender attachment to it, and then you can attach it to a food processor like that. I got it for Christmas from my mom, and I really like it. Okay, so for the chestnut sauce for the pitas, I'm gonna use chestnuts. They have a unique flavor. I'm gonna eat another. And they look weird too. The first time I bought these, I thought they were bad in the bag. I never had these. But I really like them. The first time I had them, I did not like them at all. I thought they were weird tasting. But they kind of grow on you. I could eat this whole bag. I better stop. I'm hungry. Okay.
To the sauce.
I'm going to use some parsley and then some garlic. I'm gonna start with 1 big clove and see where that goes. And then normally I would use maple syrup, but I don't have any right now, so I'm gonna use honey and then some water. And then lemon as well. Okay. Pour some chestnuts in here. I'll do 1 more. So I use about like the whole bag actually. And then some parsley. And I'm not usually someone that likes parsley, but on the pita wraps, I really like it. And I never liked cilantro either before I started Anthony Williams Protocols Medical Medium. But come to find out, if you don't like cilantro, that's a sign that your liver is very toxic or your body's very toxic. Which is pretty crazy now because now I actually like cilantro a lot. Okay, so we got parsley. I'm gonna do a lot. I'm also gonna add lemon. And some cayenne pepper. I'm just gonna add a little bit of cayenne because I want some on my pita too. Now I'm pretty sure maple syrup would taste a lot better, but again, I don't have maple syrup with me, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of honey for sweetness. Raw honey is actually wild food. Okay. So good. This is a wildflower honey. Okay, so I got the honey in there now, and now I'm just going to put this on. I guess I should plug it in, right? Okay, it's a little too thick, so I'm gonna add some filtered water. About that much. I'm going to add some paprika in it, I think. Fresh and tangy. Exactly what the pitas need. So yeah, there's a simple, easy, pretty simple, easy chestnut dressing sauce. Here's my little setup. We got the chestnut sauce with some parsley. We got green leaf lettuce. I really like green leaf lettuce in these pita wraps. And there's the pita wraps. And then I decided to be a little extra with my cucumbers. So I sliced them into little hearts with this little cookie cutter thing. And then tomatoes, and we got some red onion, yellow bell pepper. So let's go ahead and assemble our little, I shouldn't say little, they're big, our big pita wraps. Another piece of information or tip is that green bell peppers are not ripe. So you want to go for the yellow, orange, or red ones. And then I'm going to do some of my little heart-shaped cucumbers, and some parsley again. Parsley like makes the recipe, honestly. It tastes so fresh. Add some more sauce on top. Yum. So cute. Here is my pita wrap, potato wraps, potato pita wraps. Wow, it's really hard to film and talk to a camera. I like the little heart edition with the cucumbers. Makes it look cute. She cute. But yeah, I guess you kind of want to see me eat it though, right? Ooh, look at that. I know people don't like to see people eating or chewing or talking with their mouth full like I am, but it tastes so fresh. I could eat 3 of these. Mine are a little more tough because I forgot about them in the oven for like 3 minutes over than what I wanted to, and that makes a difference. But it's so good. The sauce would be good with some salt in it too. But I'm trying to be salt-free for a little bit. When I do eat like salt, my face the next day gets so puffy. I can't wait for my boyfriend to come eat his. Happy dance. It's messy. And my little cookie cutter for the cucumbers. Alright, so that's gonna conclude my first YouTube video. I'm glad I did a recipe video because if I would have done like what I eat in a day, my whole kitchen would have been a mess. And I'll show you the mess I have right here. So that's gonna conclude recipe for my first YouTube video. If you liked it, share it with people, your family, your friends, your coworkers, I don't know, anybody you want. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. Let me know what you want to see. I have some ideas in mind for like non-toxic hair care, makeup, more recipes. I want to know what you want to see. That's why I'm doing YouTube, is because you. I want to help people. So yeah, tag me on Instagram if you do try it. I'll leave my little Insta handle here. So yeah, all right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.